yourself, you won't have that problem.
Well, I've got this is really the best spot to have him. So, and we are live on YouTube as well. Yay! Let's see if I can type correctly here. Oh, and you know what? Paul Van Dyke did another Sunday session apparently that we missed because I saw it in my YouTube. So we're gonna have to go back and watch it. But
I'm not watching it.
You're not? Why?
If he can't be consistent,
Oh,
I'm just gonna be a bitch because he has been for 3 weeks.
yes, well, hurt feelings because somebody interrupted their stream,
Yeah.
for a couple of weeks. So, yeah, that's why it's good not to do that now. Okay, I think this will work. All right. So yeah, I've got a couple of different cameras going. One of them will hopefully give us some outtakes. Oh, okay. Yes, and but the whole idea is the folks that watch my outtakes on Patreon will get to see what goes on behind the scenes when we're doing this. And so they'll get to see you making faces and all that other funny stuff.
Not just your outtakes, slut. Hi, everybody.
Right. And welcome to everyone who's tuning in. I'm going to adjust the volume just a little bit there. Okay.
Yes.
Now, you guys can still hear me, right? Okay, good.
Because you folks on the phone are loud.
Ouch.
Really
Well,
loud.
That's just the nature of the beast when it comes to video calls. I mean, you do enough of those during the week too, right?
I think so.
Okay. Okay, and hi, see Jury and Sarana, and I know some other folks will be tuning in. And those of you that are on Discord, drop the link. I'm going to get on there eventually. I will. I'm just, this week I was concentrating on getting things together for the store because I had like a zillion plaques to lacquer and things like that.
She had work to do, y'all.
Yeah. But
Southern vernacular is an extra charge. If you want to see that, that'll be the next level of Patreon. Get ready, finance the house, give away a kidney, whatever.
Okay.
We will be using Southern slang soon. Get going.
I was going to tell you, be quiet for a minute so I can get started.
Get going, thank you. Gosh.
Okay. This week we are honoring the goddesses Hathor and Sakhmet, both of whom have feast days because a new Kemetic month just started on the 16th, and it is the month named for Hathor. It survives in Coptic as Atir, I think, and the whole month for like the area around Dendera, the whole month would be full of feasts. But the beginning and the ending of the month, especially, were feast days. Now, some people combine Hathor and Sakhmet because of versions of the myth of destruction of mankind. Because as it's told in certain texts, Ra sends Sekhmet, but then when she gets drunk, she turns into Hathor. But that wasn't universally true everywhere. I think it depends on,
Does Hathor have a feline form?
Yes, she does. Hathor could also take a lion-headed form.
Okay.
So
that's 2 women that are lions. If we have 3 more, we get Voltron.
Well, yeah, you have Bast. Yeah, you mentioned Bast. Paket, Wajit also could take a lion-headed form.
All right, that's 2 more. We need 1 more.
Bast, Paket, and Wajit. Actually, that's 3 more. So.
Okay, so we have 5. I need a drawing of them as Voltron.
Okay. Huh? Yes, Moot could also. You actually see. That's the thing. A lot of goddesses that could act as the Eye of Ra could take on the form of a lioness. Yes, this was a common element, and actually today is also the feast of Wajit. Now, I don't have anything of Wajit to put on the altar, but I'm working on some artwork over it. Let me see if the camera can do this. Oh, well, if I can get. There we go. There we go. Yeah. So it's this. I haven't had a chance to scan it yet, but I'm working on something of Wajit. So then I'll have something that I can put on the altar. But anyway, there okay, something. Yes, and actually, Jury just mentioned how Durga and Kali in Hindu mythology or belief, in certain tellings of the story of Durga, she turns into Kali. But again, that there are variations on that because in different parts of India, they the way they worship is a little bit different. There's no like single unified code of this is what it is to be Hindu, and so in some places, Kali is the most important, and she acts on her own. In other places, Durga, manifests as Kali, and then there are variations on that. So that's why I don't want to, try and fuse these two together, as some traditions do. I think that's kind of painting with too broad of a brush. But that's my thought on that. Now that we know what we're doing, I also want to wish a happy Mabon to those that will be celebrating it this weekend. Because the fall equinox is going to be on, actually I think it's going to be on Monday. So
do we fall back Sunday?
My birthday is Saturday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, yeah. I don't remember when the calendar is. They keep changing it. It used to be around Halloween, but now I think it's going to be like the beginning of October. So not yet. For the places that observe daylight savings time.
Yeah, I'm just ready for some extra sleep.
Yeah, we always look forward to falling back in the fall, but we never look forward to springing forward in the spring. Yeah. Okay. Huh? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. Our friend Yamano, his sister found a beetle, and the beetle looks like a perfect scarab. So.
Was it John Paul, George, or Ringo?
It was a she. So. Yeah, she named it Adora.
Oh, that's adorable.
I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. Because you know what, guys? These cool waters are upon my hands, and they purify me as Stephanie purifies me. Hail unto you, Nachiru. We come unto you without falsehood and without evil. Oh, our purity is upon our hands, purity is in our hearts. For we have cast out all evil pertains to us. We are pure, we are pure, we are pure, we are pure. Come here, you. Come on. Trying to flick water at the camera.
I want them to be pure. Abuse! Too sorry.
Okay. Tonight's episode is a lesson in concentration, boys and girls. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. And we shall. Welcome the Eye of Horus. Come in peace, bright Eye of Horus. Come in peace. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The Eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it.
Receive the light.
The Eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra and all of their abodes till none remain.
Receive the light.
Receive the light. The Eye of Horus comes. And we are purified with it.
Receive the light.
Receive the light. Oh. We'll also light our candles for Renutet, because it's getting to be harvest time here in our part of the world. And Sakhmet. Here we go. You arise in the Kemetic Koprio Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. You set in peace in the mountains of Manu as a tomb, bringing your light to Duat. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duat. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who came from Nun at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra. Hail and praise unto you, O Hathor, O Sakhmet, O you Necharu, you lords of love and lords of life. Grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at and cast out a spet. And may you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us and your strength being within us. Okay. That is not the water that I need. Criminy.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
No, they're not. I think this was the one that I had put collagen in or something like that. So I'm not offering that. Hang on a second.
They need beautiful skin too.
But this stuff tasted terrible. Hang on.
What?
Give me just a second.
All the great taste without the skin benefits. Water. Actually, that's not true, kids. Water is very good for the skin.
What kind of mischief are you sharing?
We were talking about you, not to you.
Uh-huh.
Don't rewind that tape.
I can't in the middle of it anyway. Okay. Hold on a second. Why am I seeing a button here? Let's see. This is so pretty. Oh. Oh, okay. You know what? Because I saw. Listen, you mind? I'm going to hide this comment. It flagged it. basically what happened was you were trying to say associated and it broke off. And so it flagged it as inappropriate.
It said ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you're showing your ass on the internet.
Okay. Yeah. Well. Anyway, go ahead and I know you, and I know what you were trying to say. Just go ahead and retype it, and that way we'll know what you're trying to say, despite the fact that it,
yes, use another word.
Or just finish typing out associated.
Yes.
But between autocorrect and keypads on your phone, it's really hard these days, and I remember back in the days when all we were doing was sitting in front of a computer and typing, and we still came up with crazy typos.
Yeah.
It's just gotten more difficult now. And then you have, computers trying to think for you, and heaven forbid you try to talk about, Egyptian deities or other obscure proper names, then autocorrect has a fit. So huh? Yeah.
Especially on Facebook.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah, well that's something else that we could, talk about too. Yeah.
I have no idea what they're saying. So
let's talk about layman's terms and obviously and if you type in Greek names, the algorithms are more familiar with those. You can teach your phone. So my phone knows to recognize certain names, but again, other things like social media programs and stuff like that, they have a conniption fit. But we'll leave all that behind us at the moment. We're going to offer cool waters. So take these, your cool waters, which are the inundation, that they may cool your haunts. Hathor, Sakhmet, Sakhmet. These waters are the eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk from the great flood, O Sakhmet, that you may be purified with it. We give you incense. We give you incense great of purity. This incense is the eye of Horus. Its fragrance comes to you. It cleanses you. It adorns you. It takes its place upon your hands. O Nurturer, we give to you this eye of Horus. Its fragrance comes to you. Take this, your bread and the fruit of the garden on which gods live. This bread is the eye of Horus, O Nurturer. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. Okay. Gardens prosper and Happy rejoices, overflowing with his meal. We fill the eye of Horus for you with wine of Ra, Hathor or Sakhmet, so you nurture to drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open with libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine and your water. Pure is Ra Haraketi within his house. Pure is Hathor within her house. Pure is Sakhmet within her house. Pure are the cause of all of these nurturing with this good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance, thousands of offerings, all things good and pure. For Rahoraketi, for Hathor, for Sakhmet, for all of these Nutchadu, in every place that there are mortal cows dwell. Come to your body, O Rahoraketi. Come to your bodies, O Hathor, O Sakhmet. Come to your bodies, O Nutchadu. Come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba to these your offerings and partake of them. Come, O people, raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Ra, before Hathor, before Sakhmet. All life comes from them, all health comes from them, all stability comes from them, all good fortune comes from them as it has since the first time. Orahoraketi, and your son, the Osir Nisu Nekapurura, your foes retreat from you. Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these your offerings, and receive them from our hands. And now, an offering for our blessed dead. Beginning with the eye of Horus. Let's see if we can light it from here. Okay, maybe not, because it's basically would be holding it upside down. That wouldn't be very practical. But let's hear it for modern technology. Come in peace, bright eye of Horus. May you light the way for our blessed dead. May you receive these cool waters from the table of Osiris. They may cool your hearts. Orekheru ta henket kakao abdu sinuchurmahat kudnibet nafret wabet anket nachurim and cow in akupu nibu ma'akeru nibu hiranachara. A voice offering of bread, beer, 1,000 of beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things on which a god lives, for the cause of all of these aku, all true of voice before the great god. And included in our feathers for Mott, this is a little cardinal feather. This comes from my little buddy. He's a cardinal that I named Bishop. Darren says I demoted him.
That happens to all of us around here.
No, well, the same little cardinal's been around here for a few years, and he's gotten to where he knows me, and he always comes to my feeder, and I've seen him bringing his young to the feeder earlier this year, and it's late summer. They tend to molt around this time, and so he left me a little feather. So. Ha! It's a demotion unless you're the Bishop of Rome.
Well, this is the Bishop of Shreveport. Sorry.
Ha ha ha. Well, see, Bishop was also the name of the good alien. The good android in Aliens, the second movie.
Right, Aliens, yes.
Yeah. So it could be a science fiction reference too. But anyway, he's my little buddy, and he gave me a feather, and so we're going to put it on the altar.
What?
We come unto you, O Ra, as Jehuti comes, our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased and your cow shall live. Truly your Enid has Ma'at, for they know you live in her. The Enid says unto you, your word is law eternally. Isfet is cast out by your word. Rejoicing is yours every day. Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. May we always act with gentility and compassion, for such is the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality, for such is the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity, for such is the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness, for such is the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth, for such is the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good, for such is the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly and with temperance, for such is the seventh Ma'at. May we always honor our gods and respect others, for such is the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti, that we may witness Ra's perfection every day. And now, we'll start off with our hymn to Sekhmet. It's on the back of the candle. Hail Sekhmet the Great, Eye of Ra, who hides him within her iris. Hail Sekhmet, sovereign, mistress of light, who moves in brightness. In peace, Sekhmet, mistress of darkness, at whose setting the darkness comes. In peace, Sekhmet, mistress of fear, whose seal brings death. Hail unto you, Sekhmet, daughter of Ra, who loves Ma'at, who detests Isfet. Most holy of the gods, one seeks life in you. And sistrums are very much associated with goddesses, so got to ring a lot of sistrums. And here we go. Okay, I know you're in here. Okay. Before Horus. Let's have to. Okay. O Golden One, come to our song and feast your heart on dancing. Shine upon the festival night. Take joy in seeing the dances. We praise the Golden Goddess. We worship her majesty. We exalt the Lady of Heaven. Give chanting to our mistress. Oh, come to the procession of revelry, to the place where we wander in the marsh. Your rights have been established. Nothing is left for want. We praise the Golden Goddess. We worship her majesty. We exalt the Lady of Heaven. Give chanting to our mistress. How the beauty of your face shines as you appear. Oh, come in peace. We get drunk looking at you, beautiful as gold, O Hathor. May the waters you provide us refresh our mouths and cool our hearts. We praise the Golden Goddess. We worship her majesty. We exalt the Lady of Heaven. Give chanting to our mistress. O Golden One, how good is this song, like the song of Horus himself. Likewise, see how we dance for you. Likewise, see how we sing for you. Give that we may live and prosper. Just a little cultural note. I don't know what you were doing. Oh, okay. All right. Cultural note. I was reading this week in a PDF that I downloaded in my new tablet. It's actually about the OPET festival, but there's apparently a parallel with festivals for Hathor, where they would set up booths either along the riverfront or somewhere along the processional way, and it kind of reminded me of the Jewish festival of Sukkot, which it's called the Feast of Booths, but and nowadays people who observe it, they'll like go and build a tent in their backyard or something. But that has to do with it's like a harvest festival for them. In this case, it's maybe kind of like when they build the pandals, and have the icons of Durga, and people go and visit the different ones. Something kind of like that. So when the hymns to Hathor talk about the booths and the marshes and stuff, that's where people would go, and apparently they go and party.
It just reminds me of any of your local festivals.
Mm-hmm.
Insert name and organization here. Fun for the whole family, food, etc.
Food,
etc.
games. Yeah, some things don't change; they just take a different form.
Or they pause because of fucking COVID.
We're on air, dude.
Pardon me, but I just miss seeing people.
Yeah.
I miss people worse than stormtroopers, and believe me, they miss people.
Yeah. I'm going to step over here and see, just check on the comments and stuff if anybody's got any questions so far. Let's see. Work with. Okay, yeah. Yamada was explaining that by the very late period, ISIS also had kind of taken on aspects of the Eye of Ra. But, that was a very late development. In classical, Old Kingdom, Middle Kingdom, New Kingdom, she didn't do that sort of thing.
But Hathor always had, right?
Hathor always had. But
so.
Yeah, but remember, Hathor and Isis are, different personalities.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, the significance of the horns with the sun disk is, remember, horns, that's, of a cow. And so she's taking on the motherly role of a cow. And she is mother to a solar deity. And so that's why the sun disk. So I noticed this camera is kind of low, so I'm going to stop this one. But
bye, everybody.
Yeah, but we got a little bit from this vantage point.
I'm not saying bye to the broadcast.
Right. The broadcast is still going. It's just the camera that's not connected to the internet. I just closed that one for now. But it's given me some footage. So when you're a videographer, you're always looking for more footage.
You're gonna have to pay me so bad.
We'll work it out. The new moon was also yesterday. So that's something else that we need to give observation to, because the new moon started the new month, and it actually happens to fall in line with the set calendar. The what they call the civil calendar. So come on now. I think I flipped right past it. Hold on. Here we go. Yes. The first crescent. That's where, you would honor Khonsu, and also Jehuti. So, hail to the child in the crescent. He comes forth in his majesty as Khonsu the merciful, who reckons the months, as Jehuti, the true scribe of Ma'at. His mother is the great flood. He grows, he flourishes, he stands tall like his father. And actually, since I know I've got some devotees of Khonsu that tune in, we'll be sure to include him specifically. Here we are. Hail Khonsu, the child, very great, firstborn of Amun, goodly youth, sweet of love, king of all children. Babe born alive, who repeats births like the sun disk, who repeats the renewal of Ra and Thebes. Babe in the morning, old man in the evening, youth who renews at the proper times, who arrives as an infant after his old age, whom Mut gave birth to in Thebes as the august child, the living one in his manifestation of Capri, Ra after he repeated births, a tomb in the evening within the entrance of Manu, Iris of the Ujat, Horus as a young child, babe of Amun-Ra, Lord of food, plentiful of sustenance, Lord of offerings, who gives to those he loves. Yes, and you will notice there's a lot of syncretism with Khonsu and with other deities because there's, of course, a connection with the moon and the sun, and because Amun-Ra is, solar deity, is, the child of the sun. He takes on aspects of that and also of Horus, who's another, child god, among other things. Horus wears lots of hats. That's one way you can put it. Now, I don't have any prayer requests from the Facebook group this time around, other than, let's see, well, Jory asked for continued, health, and I think some other folks mentioned, because Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away today, that, along with some other folks, somebody mentioned, an author that they were a fan of just passed away.
Jory had asked what we should probably pray for.
Hmm?
Pray for the nation. That covers
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah, and a lot of unspoken prayer requests as well. And I think you had some things that you wanted to mention, or at least say you were thankful for.
I have some things I want to say thankful for. I want to say that I'm thankful for, and I've said it to my gods, but I will say it to these as well. Thank you for helping me get a permanent status in my job.
Yes.
Thank you for helping see to it that my mom and her friend survived the hurricane.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for all those who did survive.
Yeah.
And I also ask that we help the regions that were hardest hit and those families that need it most. We may not know all of them, but we all know that in a time of need, that we must give, we must reach out, and we must ask for those who can. And I'm here to do exactly that.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I also want to say how thankful I am for the steward of this church, my beloved wife. I also want to say how thankful I am for each and every person that helps make this broadcast possible, which means every person watching and listening every week. Thank you. And thank you for you.
Mm-hmm. And I'm thankful for all the things that I've been getting out of my garden this summer, including this wonderful cucumber. So I picked this and I said, oh, this has got to go on the offering plate because, okay, there we go.
Look at that sucker.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. So, and then a lot of good things going on. Of course, it's funny. There's always going to be bad things going on and good things going on at once. The world is full of both. Going constantly at the same time. And I'm grateful for the good things that come our way, and just ask that we have the strength and tenacity to turn back the bad things when they come. And Oh, okay. Okay. From someone on the I guess this is someone on the Discord group. Prayer for all those affected by Hurricane Sally, Subtropical Storm Alpha, and Medicane and Manos, as well as those in the path of other storms brewing out there.
Because there are a lot of storms brewing.
Yeah. And Serena got to get a harvest from her garden too. Oh, that's wonderful. Yes. It sounds like Happy is overflowing, for you as well. And so we're all ready to the Greek alphabet
That's
now.
right.
Apparently. Wow.
We have exhausted every name.
Yeah, and of course I remember in 2005 when we did that, and that was the first time it had ever happened.
Right.
But
and I also want to ask for protection for the last of the great ice sheets.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is already melting
Eek.
significantly, and they figured that out this week.
You know what? I think we need to read our litany to Sekhmet. I think that would be an appropriate thing, given all the stuff we just talked about with storms. And of course, you've got the folks that are dealing with the wildfires out on the West Coast.
Yes, may we pray for them as well.
Yeah, because even in areas where you don't have fire, the air quality is so bad.
Right.
That I worry for anyone who deals with asthma. Having to. Tell them don't even step outside for a while.
And to give you an idea of how bad that smoke is, folks, most of you know where we are, which is in northwest Louisiana. We are getting California wildfire smoke here.
Yeah.
Think about that for a minute.
Yeah, it's traveling a long way. So the further west you go, the worse it's got to be.
Right.
So I'm thinking for those of you that, because I do have some folks that are on the West Coast, and I hope y'all are all right.
We love you.
For all this. So. Huh? Yeah, especially dealing with storms. So I tell you what, we'll read for Sakhmet and then for Mahes, since they're kind of related. Hail, Sekhmet, who presides over the land, lady of flourishing, generous one, Sekhmet, who protects the two lands. Come to us who are under your sway. Save us, protect us, and preserve us from the first arrow of famine. Hail, Sekhmet, O Kuril, O hidden lady, Wajit the great. Come to us who are under your sway. Save us, protect us, and preserve us from the second arrow of drought. Hail, Sekhmet, who moves in light, who terrifies the gods with her massacre. Come to us who are under your sway. Save us, protect us, and preserve us from the third arrow of war. Hail, Sekhmet, who guides mankind, lady of the dual shores, mistress of humanity. Come to us who are under your sway. Save us, protect us, and preserve us from the fourth arrow of terror. Hail, Sekhmet, great shining one, foremost in the mansion of flame, who terrorizes the two lands with fear. Come to us who are under your sway. Protect us, save us, and preserve us from the fifth arrow of storms. Hail, Sekhmet, who loves Ma'at and hates his fet, lady of the people. Come to us who are under your sway. Save us, protect us, and preserve us from the sixth arrow of oppression. Hail, Sekhmet, Uraeus who opens the acacia, great and sovereign one. Come to us who are under your sway. Save us, protect us, and preserve us from the seventh arrow of disease. Yes, the storms one has been kind of a tough one lately. But so we'll go ahead and light this other candle. If I can find one. Here we go. Hail and praise unto you, O raging lion, the scarlet lord, flashing and thundering God, Lord of darkness and winds, one who acts swiftly, great God who listens, most glorious Mahes. O son of mighty Sekhmet, protect us from every evil. Lord of slaughter, protect those who are innocent. Hear our prayers. Defend us as you defend Ra from his wicked foes. And we'll set his candle right there. Okay. Okay, and someone else is praying for all those needing support, especially those experiencing grief right now. Grateful for the chance to go to grad school. Oh, hey.
Congrats.
Awesome. Yes, congrats. And the garden this year, after so many challenges, I can understand that. And someone else says, the Lady of Elephantine, that is the goddess of the source of the Nile. I think you're thinking of, let's see, you had Anuket and Satit, or they're commonly known as Anukis and Satis. They, one is the mother and the other is the daughter, and they can kind of switch out, but they're connected to Khnum. And they're the ones, at Elephantine. Let's see. No, part of the Nile, the Nile comes from, it's fed by monsoons, and then you also have down in Uganda, Lake Victoria is another source of the Nile. And so it's dependent on the monsoon wind patterns. And so that's why the June monsoon apparently is what feeds the Nile flood that comes, a couple of months later. So the only way it would be affected by the ice sheets would be if that starts changing weather patterns elsewhere in the globe. But but they didn't know what the source of the Nile was until I think the 1800s. It wasn't until they were able to get down that far south. But yeah, that's your geography lesson for the day. Everything in National Geographic. Yeah. Okay.
To geography with thought.
Such as it is. But I'm going to go ahead and pull a fortune cookie for us. See if we have some messages for this week. And if anybody else has a request for a divination, go ahead and put it in the comments. So. Okay, so many different ones that are, okay, wait. I think this one. All right, that was weird. I grabbed one and another one just leaped out.
That may be one you want to look at.
Look at that one first?
I would.
Okay.
It bothered to throw itself out.
Yeah. Okay. So we have a message that's kind of important, huh? Say again?
Divination. Whenever something pops out like that, they're going to
Okay, huh. Okay, so, all right.
Yes.
Yeah, so we'll start with this one and then follow it up with this one. So I guess we have a twofold message. Appropriate because we have two goddesses here. It always messes with me when they have "How about a second fortune" on the back. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. It says, as long as you don't sign up for anything new, you'll do fine.
Wow. Y'all, it doesn't get to be more of a blatant message than that.
Yeah, that's the one that leaped out.
That's hold your damn horses.
Yeah. Don't sign up for anything just yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's see what its follow-up is. An acquaintance of the past will affect you in the near future.
Oh, wow. Okay, look.
Hmm.
Look, these things don't happen often,
Uh-huh.
but this is extraordinary caution, and please appreciate the moment. And for those of you who have been accepted in a graduate school, please let me remind you, just because you've been accepted doesn't mean you need to start immediately the available quarter or semester that is open to you. Don't sign anything new.
Hmm.
Hold thy horses.
Okay. Well, that also tells me that if you have like an old friend show up and say, "Hey, I've got this thing going. You really should check it out. Whatever." Don't buy it. Don't do it yet. Just wait and see what's going to happen.
Yes.
Maybe even for the rest of the calendar year.
Yeah. And that doesn't mean reject people that walk into your life, but what it does mean is they need to earn the opportunity to stay there. Trust is not given, it is earned.
Yeah. That's very interesting. Let's see, beginning of the question, we should probably okay, and Alejandro wants a divination, and I'm wondering if I should say yes to a meeting this weekend.
Don't sign anything new.
Okay, yeah, I think what we got here is saying, don't do it yet. So,
Don't want to kiss, don't want to touch. Alejandro. Just smoke your cigarette and blush.
Well, huh? Say what? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
What's up?
But someone asked for prayers for their kitty. So, yeah. Just go, ha ha ha. That's good advice. But yeah. So someone has a sick kitty, and so we have to ask Sakhmet, Hathor, Bast. Felines are your folk. If you could look after their kitty and help them to get better.
Yes, because somebody loves their cat very, very much.
And we love kitties too. We just can't have them because of allergies.
Yeah. I don't mind cats.
Mm-hmm.
My allergies do. I do not.
Yeah. And we've known some good kitties.
Yes, we have.
So.
And I've never been cruel to one, ever.
Yeah. Well, if you're mean to cats, then that means you're a mean person. So, huh? Okay. All right. Well, tell you what, I'm going to. Something's telling me what I need to do is read our hymn to Toth, and then we'll pull a fortune. So. Hail and praise unto you, O Jehuti, thrice great God, the son of Ra, Lord of Kemetic, wise one and you knew. You report to Ra every morning. Messenger of humankind, you know people by their speech and judge them by their deeds. Those true of voice before Osir, their names are in your list. The Aeneid gives you praise as you guide the bark of millions, as you cast out the evil one, as you change strife into peace. You know all secrets, all books, all deeds. The fleeting moment, the hour of night. No report to Ra is forgotten. Your words endure for eternity. Friend of the people, wise and impartial, great one, Lord of Ma'at. In praise to you, O Jehuti, will you give us some guidance for our friend Josh? And then I think this is the one that's pulling myself to. And it says, do it now. Today will be yesterday tomorrow.
Wow.
Okay, so whatever it is you are thinking, do it now.
Right now, stop what you're doing. Get off this broadcast. Pull your pants up and do it.
Darren. Today will be yesterday tomorrow, huh? Say what? Huh? Oh, okay, okay. So, well, whoever's the request was for, Jehudi is telling you to do it now.
Yeah.
Whatever it was, do it now. But for the rest of us, don't sign up for anything new.
Yes. Especially Alejandro.
Oh. Okay, Scott. Yeah. Maybe just focus on the present this week. Yeah, I was gonna. Oh, say cast for the Sunday. Oh, cells. Okay, celery's request. Okay. Okay, so celery was the one that was asking for a divination from Jehudi. Celery, hopefully that answers whatever it is you were thinking of. But thank you guys for looking out for each other and passing that on to me, because I have to step over to the camera in order to or to the computer in order to catch the request. But between y'all and Yamanu, thank you also for pointing those out. It helps me keep track of everything. Yeah. And I just don't have it set up where you could sit there and read the comments. I don't have a techie who can sit there and read them for me. But we make it work.
Yes,
we make it work.
As we always have since the first time.
Yeah. Very nicely put.
Thank you.
So. And now I keep expecting you to say, I'll be here all week.
I'll be here all week.
Okay, well, I'm certainly glad that we've been able to participate. And that was pretty interesting, especially to get the reading that we did there. Yeah, don't undertake anything new and unusual just yet. But unless we've got some more prayer requests, I'll check. This will be our sort of our last call for alcohol.
We're on air.
Well, actually, you know what? For these ladies, saying that would be appropriate when you consider that both of them celebrate a feast of drunkenness.
Well, do you have any wine?
Yes, there's wine on the offering plate.
Oh, awesome. Drink up, ladies.
Yeah, so it is perfectly appropriate within this context to say last call for alcohol if anyone has any prayer requests before we wrap up and make our offerings endure for the week. So, make a prayer request channel. Yeah. Okay, hi Travis. We're glad to have you back.
Yo, Travis, what's up, man?
Let's see, prayer for mental health of children dealing with school changes. Yeah.
Amen.
Definitely. May Khonsu, as king of all children, look after the kids that are having to try to find some sense of normalcy in all of this. And Horus, Horus as a child, may you also protect them and guide them on the right path. Let's see.
And even though their smiles may be covered by masks, let the gentle nature of people show through in spite of.
Yeah. And
P.S. Please give kids a gentle nature. It's about time.
Well, I look at it this way. This thought just occurred to me, because those of us who are Xers pride ourselves oftentimes on having grown up, when You could, play in sheets of fiberglass and ride your bike without a helmet and do all the other dumb things that we did as kids, and we turned out all right.
Yeah.
Kids now are in kind of a different space, but not that far off. They're having to go to school and wear a mask, or go switch between in a classroom and on a computer. May they learn resilience from it and come up to be tougher adults for having gone through it. So let's see. Let's see, yeah. Prayer protection for my good friend Justin. He'll be leaving for the military soon. Okay, hope the gods watch over him. Yes, definitely. And you know what? Sekhmet would be an appropriate protectress of those in the military. Certainly women in the military, but there were, divisions in ancient times that were named, after Sekhmet. So, Great Lady, may you watch over all of our friends that are trying to serve our country overseas and within our shores. May you protect them from the arrows and help them to come home safe to us. So I will read one more prayer here. Something kind of general for everyone. May you grant life, prosperity, and health, alertness, favors, and affection. May our eyes see you every day as one righteous who sets you in their heart. Supply our needs of bread and drink, and guard our mouths in speaking. Come to us and give us counsel. Make us heedful of your wisdom. When one appeals to you, you come from afar. Lend your ear to the lonely and the poor. May you give breath to those who are wretched, and bread to those who have none. Guardian of the weak, may you set the oppressed free, and let your blessings surpass all wealth. Okay. Hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Capri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix in Yunu. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure, as the name of Atum, foremost of the great Ennead, endures. May they endure as the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset in Yunu, endures. As the name of Tefnut, Mistress of Lower Menset in Yunu, endures. As the name of Geb at the earth's Ba endures. As the name of Nut in the shrine of Shenit in Yunu endures. As the name of Osir, Kentiam Intiu endures. As the name of Iset in Nicheru endures. As the name of Sutek in Nubet endures. As the name of Horus in Pe endures. As the name of Wajit in Dep endures. As the name of Jehuti in Kamenu endures. As the name of Ra and the Aket endures, likewise for eternity. You have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Hathor, O Sakhmet. You have come in peace, O Necheru. May you go forth in peace, O Ra, O Hathor, O Sakhmet. May you go forth in peace, O Necheru, to every place your mortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Menjet bark, and rest content in the Sektet bark. And may you smile upon us, your humble servants. Okay, guys, unless we missed anything else. Boy, YouTube is flagging a whole bunch of weirdness. Okay. Okay, oh, Firefox. Okay, I see someone Firefox asked for direction. It's not only knowing I need direction at this point in my learning. Okay, well, you know what? We're still on. The candles are still lit. Let's see if they have some direction for Firefox. And so...
Don't clash with Windows.
What? Oh, Firefox. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm thinking of that meme. Yeah, well. Oh, not you know. I hope that you're enjoying the laughter and the mirth from our dear friend Darren. And before we go, do you have any advice for our friend Firefox? And something's telling me to grab this one right here.
Okay.
So, yeah. All right.
Before you give the real advice, I'm going to give one more.
Oh dear, what?
You must think in Russian.
Oh, wait, Firefox. There's the name of that movie, that Clint Eastwood movie, right? Oh, okay.
Look it up, kids, for those of you.
Oh, dude, that's
before your time. 82.
I finally saw that, like, it was within the last 10 years, I
It's
think.
terrific.
Yeah, well, but the thing is, again, you know, it's not like the kind of, you know, the way we make movies now. It's, you know, but it's anyway. Okay, this is the one that they wanted me to grab for you, Firefox. So let's see what they wanted to tell you. And this fortune had been waiting specifically for you. And it says, attend to business today. Leave that street side flower alone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Firefox, I have a funny feeling you know exactly what they're talking about.
Yeah.
And we want to know.
Well,
Do tell.
I'll read it again. Attend to business today and leave that street side flower alone. So, and you know, I have gotten this sense today that there are a lot of things moving, there are a lot of things afoot. And what's most important for us right now is to concentrate on what's right in front of us, put one foot in front of the other, and concentrate. Don't be distracted by the extraneous stuff. And yeah, don't sign up for anything new. Don't let temptation or
Be aware of where you are and what you're doing.
Yes, and if people just show up out of the blue,
right?
You know, just vet it thoroughly.
And remember, even Master Yoda said, you know, we must keep our mind in the present. He didn't say it exactly like that.
Yeah. Well,
but
go ahead and you do a really killer impression. Go ahead.
Oh. No.
Never his mind on where he was.
What he was doing.
Yeah.
Look, this is a really good example.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your feet on the ground, but look around you. Be aware of your present. Be aware of where you are. Not what everybody else wants. Focus on yourself, because this is a time to get yourself firmly planted in the ground. Know where you're going. Understand you.
Yeah.
Get yourself in order, because you won't be able to serve anyone else until you take care of yourself properly.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, only business I have is what I'm doing. LOL, so it fits perfectly. Don't be distracted. Yeah. Yeah, don't focus on what's pretty. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm glad we were able to get that in for you. You know, it sounds like we got some very needed advice this time. So, I hope it's going to be helpful for everyone. You know, and
thank you.
Yes. Yeah, thank you to everyone for joining in. And I hope you have a good week. And yeah, we'll next week we'll be probably honoring some more goddesses, because we have a feast for Neat and there's another one for Osset in the middle of the week. Same time as the first quarter of the moon, you have Osset going forth. So we'll probably have, say, more goddesses on the altar. So until then, I'm going to close it down for now, but thank you as always, guys. Much love. Yes, it is very nice to all be together here. We'll see you again soon.